Hey guys, it's Big Mac here. I had an issue that I wanted to talk to you about today, and that issue is with the Battle Pass. So, as you guys know, the Battle Pass has a lot of issues with it, and it definitely needs to be fixed because at this point, something needs to happen. Players are unhappy with the item shop skins, people are unhappy about the Battle Pass system, so let's dive right into it. So, personally, these are two ideas that I have that could literally fix the Battle Pass system. So, number one, obviously, I think that if you play through a season, so like let's say you get to tier 47 that season, and let's say it's just the season now, chapter 2, season 5. Let's say you get to tier 47 and you're unable to complete that Battle Pass. What they should do is when chapter 2 season 6 gets here is they should award you all of those items, so all the skins, all of the emotes, all of that, with the exception of the V-Bucks, because at this point it gives the players incentive to grind and get it before the end of the season so they can get the next one for free without having to grind, or they could get an item shop skin that they want. This would also eliminate people who are trying to buy accounts and buy skins for something that they've already purchased. On top of that, that would bring a lot of players back. So I know that there are some people in the comments who are like, wow, I never got, the Omega Lights, which is a huge dispute in the community, which was supposed to come back, which never did. I know that there are some people who didn't know how the Battle Pass system worked back in chapter 1 season 2. They were like, oh, okay, well, I can go ahead and grind it out and eventually I'll unlock this Black Knight. And they didn't realize what was going on until another season, which, I mean, again, it happened, and they were like, oh crap, well, I've completely missed out. Well, I might as well quit because I just missed out on my favorite skin and I'm investing in this company that literally kind of took my money and I have no way of getting this content. And I'd also like to say again, this is not a bash to Epic in any way, shape, or form. I think that their games are awesome. I think that they encourage people to think outside of the box. And I think that personally, they're one of the top tier companies, whether you love them or hate them. And that's like my honest opinion. So there's that. And again, it's just going to bring players back. So for this method that I'm talking about, this would only apply to someone who bought it. So like if they bought it, and let's say season 5, because that applies to me. I bought my Battle Pass in season 5. I got to tier 55, ironically, a lot of 5s. I got to tier 55 and I wasn't able to complete it. What I think they should do is they should just literally award all the items with the exception of the remaining V-Bucks, and you should get those items at the start of the next season. And the styles, that's the other thing. So the styles should not just be already unlocked. You could tie the styles to XP. So with the Ragnarok, for example, what you could do is for each style variant, you could do 100k XP. Nobody's going to have a problem. Nobody's going to complain because at that point they're getting their money. It's not going to violate the terms of service. It's not going to give anybody an issue. Nobody's going to have a problem with, grinding out for what they paid for. Now, again, this is a system that's never been seen. Of course, it's going to be flawed. But the biggest important thing is what this shows players is I'm not wasting my money spending it on your company. I'm not wasting my time trying to grind out. And there are several instances where this really could have helped. I can think of one off the top of my head. So season 5 on the Nintendo Switch, they had access to season 5 for, 2 weeks. So a lot of people who play on Nintendo Switch are predominantly kids or younger people. So they're thinking that they buy this pass and then bam, they're going to have all these items, all this content, and all they have to do is grind for it. But what they don't know or what they don't realize is, okay, if they don't finish it in that 2 weeks, they're not getting the rest of those items. So if they get to tier 22, that's it. They don't get anything else. So they're missing out on 80 tiers of content. Again, I don't believe that you should just be rewarded the max style and all of that. I don't think you should just be rewarded the V-Bucks. I think that the V-Bucks should be taken, and I think that you should have to get a certain amount of XP the following season to get different styles for it. I don't see how this could be unreasonable or how it could create a problem, I guess, at all. Again, it's not violating any terms, and it's not re-releasing something. It's giving someone access to what they paid for. And I'm not the only one who thinks like this. There is literally a forum that has over 100, it's actually a petition. It has over 150 signatures saying that they agree with this. So this is where I'm talking personally to you, Epic. You told me to come back with more people who felt the same way. Here it is. Read the comments of any of your videos. Read the comments of any of your posts on Facebook. Read the comments. It's all people saying the same thing, that either want Battle Pass skins to come back or they didn't get to finish their Battle Pass. And the first thing people are going to think to do is to buy an account, which is not the right way to go. They've already paid for this content. So here's when I get into option 2. Now, option 2 is not exactly, I guess, PG? I don't know. Well, it's going to be a trigger. So there's a disclaimer. Gonna drink some water real quick. Hold on. Excuse me. So anyways, option 2, this is kind of my own system, but hear me out. This has been brought up before. Another idea that people have and that I have myself is to just bring back all skins and the exclusivity and just release everything. Release OG skins, release OG skins from every season, from every chapter, and end the exclusivity. You could easily do this by literally putting them in the shop. You could put them in the shop for full price. So if you want the Black Knight from chapter 1, season 2, fine, 2,000 V-Bucks. You want the Dust skin from chapter 1, season 6, 1,500 V-Bucks. I think that this system would not only completely eliminate account buying and account selling, but this would also make it as to where people would come back. I can't tell you how many times I've had a friend or I've had a family member who gets into the game, they play it with me, and they're like, man, I really like that skin. Or man, I really like the skin you have or someone else has. How do I get it? How do I unlock it? And if it's a Battle Pass skin, I tell them, I'm like, oh, hey, it's exclusive. You can't get it anymore. Like, no matter what you do, you can't get it. And the thing is, they'll play with me for like maybe 2-3 more games. And this is back when I played. They'd play with me for like 2 or 3 games and they'd be like, oh, well, I gotta go. I got something I have to do. And they just don't want to do it. And then they end up, we never play it again. And it's unfortunate, but that's the reality. They realize they can't get the one skin that they want, and they just don't want to play anymore. And I know it sounds silly to complain about cosmetics, but it's silly that cosmetics are this intricate, that they matter this much. And it's petty that people have to complain about something that they've already bought. But again, this is just a small alternative, a small option that, again, I think that I think you guys should literally just give everybody access to the Battle Pass they paid for, but this is, again, a secondary option, because I see a lot of people saying what I'm saying. They want access to all the OG stuff, and I personally wouldn't have a problem with it, because I'm looking at it like it'll bring more players in, it'll bring a lot of people back. And on top of that, if you don't do the other option that I was talking about, my Battle Pass idea, I might think that it's one of the better ideas possible. I may have spent weeks working on it and thinking about it, but at the end of the day, if it ends up being better that, you just re-release all the content, so be it. Because either way, I would be happy personally, and I know a lot of other people would be happy, and that would end the cosmetic strain. And people would say, oh, okay, well, now I want to save up for exclusively like, season 2 stuff, or I'm going to save my V-Bucks for this, and that would get more people back into Save the World, which I know is abandoned, but that would get more players in general, and that would end this debate. And I already know there's going to be some people in the comments, or even Epic reading this or watching this, is going to say, well, wait, that's going to piss off all our OG players. They're already mad. They're already mad that there's skins that duplicate OG Battle Pass skins. They're already mad. there's nothing you can do to help them. And a lot of them have quit too. There's nothing you can do to make them feel better about what you're going to do. They think they own those skins. They don't. I own a lot of quote unquote OG skins. I own a lot of rare skins. I don't care if they come back. I have Marshmallow. I have, stuff that cycles all the way back to, I believe, season 4? No, season 3, actually. Doesn't bother me. I think it would make the game better. It would make me actually spend money on V-Bucks or actually grind out Save the World again. I don't see how this could be a bad thing, and I think it would eliminate a lot of toxicity in, I guess, the system overall, because, again, read the comments. I highly encourage that you read the comments, because some of those comments, if necessary, I'll do a part 2 of this video, and I will show comments with the names edited out, of course, saying the same thing I'm saying. If they could just finish their battle pass, or if a skin that they really wanted but they couldn't get because it literally wasn't on their console, or they didn't know the game existed, if they knew, if they could get it, they would play. It sounds silly, guys, but seriously, I want you to put yourself in these shoes for a second. Let's say you buy something, right? Let's say you buy something that you really, really want, and you get that something, and you have a certain amount of time to get the full amount of use out of it, and if you don't do it on that person's time, then they take it. How is that fair? How does that make any sense? How is that, again, I can go over so many instances and so many issues with this, but I feel like it's clear as day. And this is the part where I'm talking clearly to Epic. This is solely for Epic. Epic, again, you guys have to see this. Y'all are a great company, not a good company, a great company. Please see this, hear what I'm saying, because this can bring so many players back, and this will also show your customers that you're doing right by them by giving them what they paid for. Again, that secondary thing, like I said, I had to put that out there in the video because, again, it's on the table. That's still a thing that people want. But I'm saying at least take care of the ones who did pay for the game. Anybody who paid money into this game back in, the OG seasons, anytime before Chapter 2, those people really took a risk. They took a gamble in a game that they didn't know was going to blow up or be popular or be something like what it is now. Remember that. Remember that guy who said, you know what, I'm going to spend $20 or $30 on this game. You know what, I'm going to spend a little extra money on this game because I like it, because they're good developers. It's a slap in the face to all of those people who didn't finish or didn't understand the concept because it was the first of its kind. So that's all I had to say about that, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'm not going to ask you guys to like this video. I'm not going to ask you guys to subscribe to me. What I'm going to ask you to do is simply share it, tag Epic, or send it to them. I'm going to be doing that myself on this end, but you liking and subscribing helps me. It really does. I'm not even going to lie. But what would really help is if Epic sees this and they change it, because I see a couple videos like this and they're few and far in between. Let's get this to their attention. You guys emailing them, you guys saying, hey, dude, I think I agree with this dude, or, I think that you need to allow us to finish our battle passes. That helps. So please do that. If you could literally send it to them or shoot them an email, that would be awesome. So send them an email, do whatever you have to do, but we need to bring attention to this, guys, because if we don't say anything now, it's never going to change. And at the date I'm recording this, this is currently in January, so I guess we'll know by Chapter 2, season 6? Yeah, season 6. So we'll know by then. Thank you guys for watching, and Epic, if you do see this, thank you for your time. And that's it, man. Big Mac out.